Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. It is 7 o'clock on Monday, not Sunday. Hold on, I got to adjust the camera angle. Got 45 people here waiting for me. I haven't even said anything yet, so thanks to everybody for being there. Hold on. Is that a little better? Maybe it's a little better. I don't know. I don't really have a good angle, to be honest with you. If somebody could let me know if we are coming through loud and clear. There we go. Somebody just said Lima Charlie loud and clear. There we go. Phil is here. Herb is here. TD Shoutout's here. Man, all sorts of people. Kirk's here. MJK is here. Greg Barton is here. All right. Lots of people. Great. All right. How's everybody doing? Happy Monday to you. A little different this time being off a day, but I wanted to take that day off yesterday. We'd been running hard all weekend and putting in tons and tons of hours, and I had not seen my family in tons and tons of hours. So it was a good night to sit back and relax. Actually, my wife and I went swimming over in Arcadia. That was nice. Hadn't done that in a long time. Felt good just to relax for a couple hours, and I actually slept until 9 a.m. this morning, which was really weird. And then promptly went out to the couch, ate some breakfast, and fell asleep for 2 more hours. So that's the way it goes. How you doing, Brian Lane? Good to see you. Russell Gillen is here. Steve Eddy is here. Yeah, Sunburn Steve, I know. Hey, nothing you can do about it. Nick Padula is here. Nick, thank you for all those fishing reports you've been sending me. Nick had new flooring put in as well on his boat. He sent me some pictures of it. Same company that did mine. Nick is in love with it, like I'm in love with mine. In fact, that kind of precursors into next week's video. I'll be doing next week's Sunday night live stream. We're gonna be going over like the mid-season, 2/3 season point, and I'm gonna go over the flooring and what I love about it, what I don't like about it. It's way more love than it is not love. In fact, there's hardly anything there that I don't love. So we'll do that next weekend, but it gives you a little foreshadowing there for what's coming up. So thanks to everybody for being here. We just jumped up to like 160 people. Thank you so much for everybody that's tuning in. We'll talk about the fishing report tonight. We're going to do that big Dreamweaver giveaway. I'm going to show you what's been working for us over the last few days. I've been running all that new Dreamweaver stuff. And I'm telling you right now, it's good. If you don't have it, you should get it. What else are we going to talk about? A couple other things. We're going to talk about... I got some things written down. Also, this is my shameless shout out. If you guys are looking for some cool merchandise, check out that website right there. There's some cool stuff on there. A lot of people have already gotten stuff from there, and had a lot of good feedback on that. So one thing I gotta give out real quick, we're coming up on like 200 people, so it's a good time to do this. Beware of scams on YouTube. I had somebody get in touch with me, it was a couple days ago now, but saying that they were contacted by someone saying they had won the giveaway on this channel, had sent them a link that they wanted them to open to claim their prize. Guys, gals, you know that's not me. I do my giveaways live on these Sunday night live streams. If you get anything through email, anything at all, that they want you to click on a link to claim your prize, it is not me. Beware of that, please. Do not click on that. There's a lot of shady people out there trying to get your hard-earned money any way they can, so be aware of that. Don't click on anything, all right? Whoever gave that, and I forget the name right now who that was, but thank you for the heads up on that. If anybody else, Scott Argetsinger, good to see you. Scott from Dreamweaver is here. If you have any questions about Dreamweaver, shout it out to Scott right there. That reminds me, this Sunday night / Monday night live stream is probably brought to you by Dreamweaver Lures every week. Check them out at dreamweaverlures.com. The link is down below. They got great stuff. We're going to show some of that. But again, beware the scams. Don't let people get your money, okay? Second thing I want to talk about before we go any further is Brian Lane. Hey, thanks for the super chat, buddy. Thanks for supporting the channel, Brian. You're a good man. Good man. You guys know also, if you ever do a super chat, if I miss comments and things, you can put a comment in that super chat. And I will see it. It pops up. But thank you, Brian, for supporting the channel. All right. The tournament, the Tangle Tackle Shop tournament, is coming up on August 20th. We're going to run it the same day as the Manistee Monster here, so you can actually fish both events if you want to. You could buy into the Tangle Tackle tournament, buy into the Monster, go weigh your fish down at the Monster tournament, and then bring them over to Tangle Tackle. It is the 20th, runs the same time as the Monster. I think that's 6:30 to 1. So you can do both. It's kind of slick. And it's the same buy-in as last year, and I'm trying to remember if it was a $200 buy-in or a $300 buy-in. I think it was 3, but it might have been 2. So I'll let you guys know when that becomes more solid. But if you want to get into that tournament, it's a ton of fun. 100% payout, lots of nice prizes given away. People walk away with some really, really, really nice stuff. So if you want to get into that, stop by the shop that weekend. Stop in. Beehive Fishing, thank you, sir, sir or ma'am, I'm sure. Either way, thank you for supporting the channel, Beehive. Very, very nice of you. Thank you. Yeah, tournament. So if you want to get into that, stop by the shop that weekend, like on Friday or the Thursday, Wednesday, whatever, before that tournament on the 20th, and we'll get you the paperwork filled out and get you all set. Last year, I think the winner walked away with a couple grand, maybe, and there was a lot of rod and reel packages given away. A lot of gear just give away, fishing gear, lure packages, everything like that. Purple Taco normally throws some stuff in there as well. And yeah, it's a good time too. It's just a good time. Good people, good time, good food. We always cater a pig to be roasted, so that's all free to whoever joins up and comes out. A lot of good times, a lot of good people, and a lot of good food. Yeah, I filled up last year. All right. Well, we got 207 people here. Should we announce the Dreamweaver giveaway right now from Scott? You guys let me know. Yes, say yes or no right now in the comments. Let's see what everybody says. Yeah, we're going to crash YouTube again. Yeah, there we go. Yes, 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 yes. I'm not seeing any no's. Oh, yeah, Jeff Spear, yep. Okay, I think that's a definite 100% yes. All right, from Dreamweaver. And don't forget, Scott Argesinger from Dreamweaver, we were talking one day on the phone, and out of the blue, he just said, hey, you want me to do a giveaway for the channel? That's what kind of good people are down at Dreamweaver. That's what kind of a good guy Scott is. I said, heck yeah. And so he sends me not one, but 2 massive giveaways. I don't have them here. They're at the house. But it's all a ton of the new flip fin flashers. Say that 10 times fast. A lot of the new spoons. A lot of other really nice gear in there. So 2 people are winning that. 2. If you're a winner, please everybody say congratulations to the winners. But if you are a winner, please email me, christangletackel@gmail.com. All one word, christangletackel@gmail.com, and I will get your address from you and get that shipped out to you. All right, so here are the winners. First one is Kyle Simons. Kyle, I've seen you on the channel for a long, long time. Kyle Simons, Simons. You're a winner. You get one of those really nice packages. And the second one is the person I've seen on here for a while as well, Pole Setter. Don't know the name, just the name of the person that they have on the channel is Pole Setter. So, Kyle Simons and Pole Setter, get a hold of me by next Sunday. If you guys don't get a hold of me by next Sunday, we will draw other names. But Kyle Simons, Pole Setter, get in touch with me, christangletackel@gmail.com. Congratulations to both of you. That was a really, really nice set of packages that Scott sent up to me. So thanks to you also, Scott, for doing that. And thanks to Dreamweaver for always sponsoring these live streams. So congratulations, guys, gals. Well done. Let's go over what's been working around here. And I'm going to tell you right now, I'm looking to my left because that's where it's all sitting. I'm going to tell you right now, over the last 3 or 4 days, I've been running those flip fins, the new spoons, and I'm going to show you what I paired that up with. You know, we all know the pickled sunshine fly is a nightmare to fish, and we all know the riverside fly is a nightmare to fish. But it's good to have some diversity in your spread as far as flies and meat rigs, things like that go. So I'm going to show you some of my other setups here, what I'm running with those flashers. and to give you an idea on some different ways you can go. You don't have to have all pickled sunshines out there. It's good to have other looks in the water. Trust me on that. It is a good thing. First off, I'm going to show you the spoons that have been working. That half blue jeans and the half, of course I say half blue jeans, I hold up the green one. I'm an idiot sometimes. The half green jeans and the Dreamweaver half blue jeans, both of those are Fuzzy Bear mags. Those things took multiple fish over the weekend on all sorts of presentations. Long lines, divers, downriggers, those things are good. But they were outshone slightly by that blue slice, that Fuzzy Bear Dreamweaver blue slice. That thing on a 10 color was ripping for me all weekend. 10 color, I think we had it on a 400 at one time. I think we had a downrigger at one time. That thing was going good. The green slice also took some fish. The blue one seemed to be a little better. Doesn't mean that's always going to be that way. Next weekend it might be the green one, and the week after that it might be the blue one. You never know. This one right here, the orange slice, my mate had that spoon out on a high diver. I'm going to tell you right now, that Moonshine Raspberry Carbon on a high diver has been one of our most consistent catches over the past couple of weeks. All different depths. Don't ask me what depth we had it at, because it's been all over the place. But that thing on a high diver has probably been our top spoon in the last 2 weeks. But that thing slowed down for us yesterday, and my first mate grabbed that orange slice and ended up putting a, I don't know, it was probably a 25, 26 pound king in the box within minutes of putting that thing on. I mean, it was probably within 10 minutes. Onto that high diver, she went off and put a beautiful fish in the box. So don't overlook that orange one as well. And then this one also from Moonshine, the yellow goby in the standard. That thing was also pretty consistent over the weekend. I'm trying to think where we had it. I know we had it on starboard side out and down. I believe we had it on a couple long lines as well, but that thing was also doing well. But I'm telling you right now, these new Fuzzy Bears from Dreamweaver, see if I can hold them all up. If you don't have them, get them. They are good spoons. Good spoons. They run well, they catch fish, and that was very evident by the catch rate that we had over the weekend. Nice job, Dreamweaver. Nice job, Scott. You guys nailed it. All right, some of the new flashers that we were running. I'm going to go over, I'm not going to go over where we had them at primarily. A lot of times most of the time it was divers. Some on downriggers, some on long lines. But this one right here was probably our top for the weekend. Where'd you go? Right there. The green jeans with a KRW Julie Bird fly on that thing. KRW Julie Bird fly. That thing went several times for us on a high diver. Put 2 or 3 or 4 really nice fish in the box. That one was solid. And then in no particular order, I'll show you some of the other ones, what I've rigged up on these. Here's the 8-inch Spin Doctor. That is a Dreamweaver Blue Bubble fly on there. Not the Blue Bubble Glow, just the Blue Bubble fly. That thing's solid. The green jeans also in the KRW Tiny Bubbles fly. Also an excellent fly, excellent combination on that thing. I do try to match up a lot of, if something's got a real high flash to it, like that green jeans does, I do like to put a high flash fly behind there. Another one that was really a nice combination, that is the 8-inch Kryptonite flasher. And behind that I have an KRW Amy's Baby fly on there. The beads on there are not stock beads. Those are the beads that I put on there, some of my custom beads. So if you order that fly, you're not going to get that bead pattern. I think you get glow green, but you can stack it up any way you want. So that's the Kryptonite. That thing is a bad, what. That KRW Amy's Baby fly is also a bad, what. It's a great combination right there. Same paddle, Kryptonite, 8-inch. That's another KRW Julie Bird fly. Also an excellent combination. All right. When I have a fly that doesn't have glow in it, like this Julie Bird does not have glow strips in it, I do like to keep glow beads on it. So you'll see that those are 8mm green glow beads. That keeps that thing glowing. If nothing's in the material, it's good to have some glow on the beads. So that's another great combination. Kryptonite, KRW Julie Bird. Here's another bad mofo. The Chrome Two-Face, the Dreamweaver Flip Fin Chrome Two-Face. Again with the Amy's Baby, the KRW Amy's Baby. Great combination right there. Really good. Ah, that hook is sharp. The Blue Dragon Slayer, another 8-inch flip fin, brand new. I paired that up with a KRW Green Mirage fly. Great combination right there. Lots of flash in the water, and I have glow beads. I kept the glow beads on that fly because there's no glow in that fly. There is glow in that paddle, so I wanted to have a little glow in that fly also. Really good combination. And there is the Spin Doctor version of the Blue Dragon Slayer paired up with a Blue Bubble Glow fly. All right, great combination right there as well. You can see, I like. You're gonna ask me, and I'm not gonna have the right answer. There is no right answer probably. Why do I match colors with colors? Because you're gonna see there's blue in there, and there's blue on that fly. There is, you know, the green jeans with the green fly. Why do I match up colors? I don't know why. If I knew why, I'd probably be a millionaire, a gazillionaire. The fish seem to like when you match up colors, though. I think the attractor brings them in, something about that color, and then that color also maybe seals the deal on the thing. So again, I am no fish biologist. I'm not really a smart guy in sense of the word, but matching colors definitely seems to help. All right. So yeah, you can see that Blue Dragon Slayer matched up with that Blue Bubble Glow fly. Excellent combination right there. All right. So, oh, and then on my shoot rigger has been a consistent Beckold 11-inch Mercury falling flasher, and I have a 6-inch, and you're going to ask me right now, where do I get the 6-inch KRW Riverside fly? You're not going to get one. I had those custom made. But what you can do is go on to the PurpleTacoFlySupply.com recipe site or their website. Go to the recipes. There is a recipe on there for the Riverside Pickled Sunshine fly. You can make your own 6-inch flies, just like I have right here. And you can put whatever beads you want on them, just like I've done there. So you can make that. I find in August, towards the end of the season, sometimes these 6-inch flies, that thing is ginormous. They can really do some damage. Really do damage, especially on the big flashers like that Mercury Falling. That's been a good paddle for many, many boats. So if I'm not running that Mercury Falling, I'm running the Double Slick Dreamweaver 11-inch paddle, usually with a setup just like that. Killer combination. All right, so those are the setups that I've been running. I'm going to tell you where we've been running, some of the fishing report information. I got that hook in that finger pretty good. Anyway, it hasn't been about location. It's been more about water temp. The water is still really warm. We're talking still the breakdown 70, 80, 90 feet, some places even 100 feet deep. So what I've been doing primarily, and because the water's it's fluxing right now. There's cool water coming in, there's warm water wanting to stay. You're getting some currents down there. What I've been doing, I've been focusing on good solid stretches, 1 to 2 miles of colder water. So what I found up north of here a couple days ago, and like 80 to 120 feet, was about a 1.5 mile stretch of colder water at 70 feet down. We got outside that stretch, and the temp break went down to about 90 feet. Turned back around, go into that pocket, and it went back down. You know, the break came back up to 70 feet. We just kept working that area over and over and over again, and it paid off. We had some really nice fish, some nice catches. So I can't really give you a location to work right now. And a lot of this might change because we do have some north wind coming in. Look for that colder water though that's up a little higher in the column. Look for that colder water that's sitting up above. You know, if the temp breaks down in the large portion of the lake at 90 feet and you find a temp break at 70 feet, work that area. And sometimes it's hard to find, and sometimes you just stumble into it. But that's what I've been doing lately, and that's what's been paying off for us. We've been running everything, you name it, from 400 to 450 coppers when we can, if we have the depth, to 300 coppers, 350 coppers, 225 coppers one day. When we had the temp break down like 85 feet. Our 225 copper was taking big fish, and of course that thing's running about 50 feet down. what those kings were doing up there, and that was on an afternoon trip. What those kings were doing up there at 4 in the afternoon in that warm water, I don't know. Some of them just didn't get the memo, but that's where we were catching some really, really big fish. So just because that temp break is down deep, don't be afraid to run some lines up above that thermocline. All right, because like I said, that 10 color was good for us. That thing's 50 feet down. The 225 was good for us. 300 copper was good for us. High diver sitting at 150, so maybe 50 feet down, 50 to 60 feet were good for us. Put big fish in the boat, and they're well out of temp on the wrong time of the day. Why the fish are there? Who knows? Maybe it's that colder water, that shallower, colder water is holding them there, and they're just coming up to eat and heading right back down. Less area for them to have to swim. I don't know. The other thing I'll mention is this: watch your bait size. Because one day Timmy was down cleaning fish. That's my first mate. He was down at the bait station, or the cleaning station. He saw that people had smelt in some of the bellies of their fish. And next morning we loaded up on a lot of the standard size spoons, and we were catching fish on them. Where the big spoons, the mag size, were not catching fish. So watch your bait size as well. See what's in the stomachs. Go down to the cleaning station, see what's in there, match that hatch. Okay, that's another thing that paid off for us over the last couple of days, was having the right size bait at the right place. All right. So again, I can't really give you an idea on location. Look for that more stable water, that shallower, colder water. Look for those areas. Get away from the pack. That's another thing I did over the last couple of days. That shelf out of Manistee, it looked like a super highway of boats going from, sitting on the shelf, going from Manistee down to the point, back and forth. I didn't go anywhere near that thing. I went out and I found my own water away from a ton of boats. I only had 1 or 2 boats around me, and I found that colder water. And don't be afraid to get away from the pack. Don't be afraid to do that. Just because everybody else is out there doing the same thing, don't be afraid to do something different. Hope that makes sense. That pressure, that boat pressure, I know a lot of deer hunters are out there. It's the same thing. I've said this 100 times. I'll say it again right now. Bear with me. I know I sound like a broken record, but that boat pressure, just like deer hunting pressure, will churn those fish off. All those motors going over them, all those downrigger balls whistling through the water, all those divers whistling through the water, all the long lines, everything turns those fish off. If you were a fish, you wouldn't want to be around that either, would you? They look for alternatives. Find those alternatives. Find that colder water. Find your area. All right. Be respectful. Don't drive. We had several people that weren't so respectful to us over the weekend. That's fine. That's part of it. I get it. Be respectful. Don't sit on the back. Don't follow another boat so close that you could almost throw a stone and hit their windshield. Don't do that. Be respectful. Find your water and work those areas. All right. Okay. Again, get those spoons if you don't have them. Scott, again, thumbs up to you, because you guys knocked them out of the park on those colors and those new flashers. I hope those color combinations I showed you work for you as well as they work for me. And they're good combinations. All right, they'll put fish in the boat for you. Okay. What else can I tell you? Match the hatch. Find that colder water. Speed. Speed for me was a variance. One day it would be like 2.0 to 2.2. Then we hit a couple on an outside turn, a board on an outside turn. We'd bump it up. We'd get a couple fish that way also. Constant though, if I was going to pick like one speed right now, would be 2.0 to 2.4. Stay in that someplace. All right, stay in that range right now. If you're not getting bit, don't be afraid. If you got fish on the graph, don't be afraid to mess with your speed. Like I said, you can zigzag. That alters your speed on your boards. Again, be cognizant and respectful of the other boats out there. If you're in the middle of a pack, please don't start zigzagging. Please don't do that. Make sure you got the area to do that. But that's one way you can vary your speed, or just put it in your brain. Every 2 minutes or so, alter your speed a half mile an hour. See if you can get some things to go that way. If you got fish on the graph and they're just not biting the things you have, you see them coming up and looking at your gear, don't be afraid to creep that thing down as slow as it'll go, or even pop neutral for a couple of seconds. Let everything flutter, then back into gear and let everything pick right back up. A good example of that was my mate was looking at his board. He had a 225 copper out. He's looking at his board and he's thinking, man, that's dragging back a little. Maybe we got a small fish on there. So he grabbed the rod. He pulled back on it to see if there was some weight on there. He goes, no, nothing there. And he did it again. And all of a sudden that thing took off like a largemouth bass, just smacked that lure. So that big king was sitting back behind that lure, probably just staring at it. And when he gave that thing a couple pulls, that did it. That thing bit onto that, and it was game on. He ended up being some nice table fare for one of my customers. But yeah, so that's a prime example of how altering speed can really pay dividends for you. Steve Eddy just mentioned something that's a good thing to cover, because I do forget sometimes when I talk about speed. It's speed at the ball with my fish hawk. It's not speed over ground. It's speed at the ball. Okay. And if you don't know what a fish hawk is, I apologize. Go back and watch some of my other videos, and you'll figure out exactly how we use our fish hawk and how important it is with the benefits of that thing. So yeah, it's definitely speed at the ball. Okay. All right. What else you want to talk about? Speed, direction. Of course, direction is going to change your speed. Be cognizant of that. And don't be afraid to experiment a little. Take your good combinations. Don't be afraid to put them on coppers. Don't be afraid to put them on steels. I don't put many flasher flies on lead core, but don't be afraid to put them on your long lines. Don't be afraid to run spoons on your divers. That works well as also. Don't be afraid to change some things around. Experiment a little. Make sure it's your hot gear. Make sure it's tried and true stuff. But yeah, experiment around with it. Mark Pearson just asked, are we using plugs yet? Some days, we had a couple days there where they were working good, and then they just seemed to. So I have not run many plugs over the last couple. No, I take that back. I ran 2 yesterday, and I never had a bite on them. Never had a bite on them. So no, we have not been running a lot of plugs, but I have no doubt that will change soon. All right. Okay. What else you guys want to talk about? What hook are we using on our flies that's available? The standard hooks that come on most flies are going to do you just fine. Sharpen them up a little if they need it. If you want to go premium hooks on there, I missed who asked that question, but VMC spark points are no longer available. I don't know why. I have one right here. I put one on one of these flies. I don't know why VMC quit making the spark point size 2 hooks, because they were the best hooks I ever had. You can still find some premium hooks. VMC still makes some good hooks. Of course, Gamakatsu makes great hooks. Owner makes great hooks. You can still get some of those premium hooks to run on your flies. But I'll tell you right now, the KRW hooks, there's that spark point right there on that one. But the KRW hooks and the Dreamweaver hooks, like KRW uses Eagle Claw size 2s, 4x strength. They're decent. They're not top of the line, but they'll put fish in the boat. Don't be afraid to sharpen them up. Dreamweaver uses, if I can find one here, I don't have one down here, but they also use VMCs, and I forget which model they are, but they're also decent. They're not top of the line, and Dreamweaver knows that, but you can sharpen them up, and they are serviceable, and they will put fish in the boat. It's up to you if you want to change them or not. Good question. What else you got? What am I missing? I know comments come through as I'm talking, and I miss them, but I'm happy to go back and grab anything. If you want to put it back through, please do. Chris Olson, the July 17th giveaway. Chris, I got your email on that. You said you hadn't got your stuff yet. I got to stop over to Tangle Tackle and see if they shipped it out yet. They may not have. Sometimes that happens. If it hasn't gone out yet, I apologize. I'll get it sent out to you myself. Meat Bite. John, or was that John? Or Jim, I'm sorry. Yeah, Meat Bite. So. It hasn't been great. I've been running a few meat rigs. We did take a really nice fish yesterday on a 10-inch Netminder UV Showtime Spin Doctor with a GRC UV stud meat rig. But the Meat Bite's been so-so. Some days it's a little better than others, but it hasn't been all that great. I'm sure that will change also. I'm going to show you guys something. Big One Cutbait just sent me this. If you guys are looking for some cool apparel, the BigOneCutbait.com sent me this. It's that lightweight material, but it's a hoodie, which is really cool. You know, of course, it's got their logo on there, but on the back, it's got their other logo, which I thought was just kind of cool. They also got some really, really nice golf towels on there. They're bigger than the average golf towel, and they come with nice little carabiners. You can hook them on your boat. I got one right on the back of my boat. It is nice. It's easy to clean too. Big One cut bait also, instead of just having all alewife for their cut bait, they also this year have herring. And the herring comes in a 5-strip pack, where the alewife comes in a 4-strip pack. I have some of it right there in my freezer. I don't want to grab that because I'm going to knock the camera over. But that's what I've been running, and that's been working really, really well. Very, very durable. And when there is a meat bite, it seems to be what they want. So if you're looking for cut bait, Tangle Tackle I know now is stocked up with the Big One cut bait. I don't know who else around here has it, and I think you can order direct from the Big One cut bait. I'm not 100% sure. All right. Anyway, I wanted to show that stuff to you because I like that shirt. I wore it yesterday and I really liked it. What's my standard leader length for my dipsies? About 20 feet, 18 to 20 feet. Got to hand line them though. Yep. John Lundquist, where would I set up a Manistee tomorrow with just 3 lines? John, that's hard to say. We didn't fish this morning. We got blew off the lake, so it's a guessing game right now. Bob Hunter wants to know what size beads I'm customizing my flies with. John, it's a mix of 8mm and 10mm. I do have some flies that are all 10mm. Yep. Joe Kruger says, yeah, they're picky fish, but it's been most of a spoon bite for us lately. Chad Goodness says, yeah, you can order directly from the Big One cut bait. Tim Schloppy, you're welcome. Scott Argesinger, that Fred B, you must have asked what you run on some free sliders. Those worm burners work great as free sliders. Somebody asked if I have a military discount on my charter. Yes, I do. It's a $50 military and or police discount. Yep. Do I run the fins up or down on the flasher? That was something I was going to mention. I'm glad somebody mentioned that or reminded me of that. I've been running them up, just like that right there. And I seem to have been getting better bites on that. So I think you can go either way. But that fin up has been working very well for us. Chris Olson, you're welcome. All the thumbs up. Thanks back to you, man. Thumbs up back to you. Somebody said they fished all week and didn't get anything. I lost that, the rest of it. I apologize. The comments come in and they stay there for like 1.5 seconds and they disappear. So the longer the comment, the less time I have to read the whole thing. Kirk Spindler, does the deckhand, my first mate, get paid by the captain or does it get paid by tips? 99% of the first mates out there are paid by tips. So a 20 to 25% tip is the average for a first mate. Typical tip is going to be 100 to 150 bucks. Bill Gerlach just put the second fish in his boat. Good job, Bill. Glad to hear it, man. When nothing's working and you can't find temp, what do? I go home and make a sandwich, my man. I'm kidding. It depends on the time of the day. It depends. There's so many variables there. A lot of times if I can't get fish to go and I know they're in the area, I start working deeper water and putting my stuff down deeper. That doesn't work all the time, but typically that will find me a few more fish. And by deeper, I don't mean go up to like 800 feet deep. If I'm working 150, I might slide out to 250 or 300. Dennis Clement, you're welcome. Thank you for the thank you. That's nice of you, man. Nick Padula wants to know if I changed my start time. Not much. Most time it's 5 a.m. we're leaving the dock. If the early bite is really on, Nick, I might make it 4:30. When is a fly torn up to change it out? Blake, that is a really, really good question. Because I've had flies that will just catch fish all day long. Of course, when they're completely in primo shape. But of course, as the time goes on, they get picked apart. I've caught fish on flies that have 1 or 2 strands of material left, and that's it. and it's probably the beads that are bringing them in and getting them to bite. A couple strands of material left, the flasher itself, or just something about that whole combination that's still getting them to bite. But yeah, if you're still getting bit on a fly and it's down to nothing, don't change it. Leave it until that thing just goes completely for you, and then change it. That's a good question. Where's the hottest bite been? Which port? Spars Outdoors, that changes all the time. Manatee's been solid. Ludington's been solid. But, of course, early in the season, down south is solid. Across the lake, there's a couple really solid ports going on right now. Jim, what do I think these north winds are going to do to the water? Jim, what I'm hoping it's going to do to the water is cool it down and not completely flip it over. That's what I'm truly hoping for. I would love to see that break come up to like the 50 or 60 foot deep mark. That will get fishing going like that. I mean, it's going to really turn on if it'll do that. If that north wind, because we have north, I think, on Wednesday and maybe again, or maybe it was Wednesday and Saturday, I forget which days. But if that north wind comes in and flips the whole lake over, it can really booger things up for several days. I'm hoping, though, it sweeps in for a day, half a day. It just flips it over enough where we have a really solid temp breakdown, 50 to 60 feet. 40 feet would be fine also. That's what I'm really hoping for, because I have no doubt the fishing will be insane if that happens. Oh, man, Matt K wants to know, glow frog, spoon, whiteback or silverback. What do you guys think? Whiteback glow frog or silverback? Everybody knows what I'm going to say. Let's see what everybody else says. It's best, there we go. Whiteback or silverback? Bob Hunter nailed it. There we go. Yep, here they come. Everybody knows my preference on that one. Yep. What's the best way to run a spoon? Somebody asked if you're running behind a flasher. I run mine typically 99% of the time without a flasher, and they work just fine. There's everybody. Yep. But Travis was saying that silver's been good where he's at. But man, I tell you what, that white glow frog, that thing's a bad man. I would love to see Dreamweaver do more spoons. Scott, maybe you can chime in on this. So I would love to see you guys do more spoons with a whiteback instead of a silverback. That's a question from me to you, Scott. Is there a reason you don't do more whitebacks? Because I would love to see some. Love to see some. Tim Schlapp, saying, come with your kids. He's coming with his kids this weekend. What depth should you start at by this weekend, Tim? I have no idea, so I'm not even going to throw it out there. 120 to 150 can be a good starting point in general, but I could be way off, so don't hold me to that. A lot can change before this weekend. What about copperback? Yeah, absolutely. Rather be fishing. I love golden copperbacks. Love them. Love them. Run them all the time. Excuse me. Yeah, there's not just one way to do it. Everybody knows that. You can silverbacks, whitebacks, copperbacks. My gold goose was going again for me this weekend on a 5-color. Imagine that. Taking nice kings on a 5-color when the break was down 70 to 80 feet. Yeah. All right, so Scott's saying had quite a few at Dreamweaver when he first started there, but for some reason they got phased out. There's Blind Osprey. There's my first mate chiming in also. Glowback. Yep, that's Tim. He knows. Tim, I'm still telling everybody about your high diver with that spoon on it, man. That thing has been solid. People look at me cross-eyed. They think I'm nuts, but yeah, that thing has been working. Tim Schlappy, you're welcome. No problem, my man. Somebody's asking probably about knots. I run Palomar knots almost all the time. If I can run a Palomar knot, that's what I'm running. If I'm connecting two lines together, it's a uni knot for me. That's what I'm running. Those are my two go-tos. Do I melt the tag? I'm not sure what that was about. Does anybody run triangle flashers on the Great Lakes? You're talking about, I know the ones you're talking about. They're very, very popular out in the Pacific Northwest. I haven't seen anyone run them around here for whatever reason. That Chevy versus Ford versus Dodge thing, maybe. I don't know. What's the biggest king weighed this year? If you're talking about my boat, we had one around 28, but I saw one weighed in on Facebook today at 40 pounds. 40 pounds. That's a monster. So congratulations. All right, comments are starting to slow down. We can get out of here. Algoma, Wisconsin. Yeah, Jeff, that's where it was caught. Algoma. Thank you. Beautiful fish. Monster. Okay. Yeah, let's somebody lost their one and only A-bomb. And the A-bomb still works too, no doubt about it. Guys, gals, thanks for all the thumbs up. All that goes to helping the channel. Don't forget, I'm putting out on the water videos every Wednesday, showing you charter trips over the past week. If you guys can check those out, I really appreciate it. YouTube seems to have me in algorithm jail right now, and I don't understand the new YouTube concept so much. But my live videos seem to do very, very well. My on the water videos, when I post them, they're watched by 85% of my viewers on those are subscribers. Only 15% of people that are not subscribed are watching those videos. So for whatever reason, YouTube is not putting those videos out to new people. I don't know why. So if I could ask anything of you, if this channel helps you out in any way, if there's something that you gleaned off this channel, one thing about a fly or a spoon or a hook or whatever, location, depth, temperature, hit the like button. I do appreciate it. And if you're not subscribed, I do appreciate you hitting that as well. I'm trying to build this channel the best I can, and that is completely dependent on you. So if I help you in any way, please think about helping me out by doing those things. It does mean a lot to us. All right, let's get out of here. Thanks for all the thumbs up. Everybody, thank you. Like, share the videos if you get a chance. Again, I'll never beg for those things. I'll never ask you to smash that like button because I think that's ridiculous. But if it does help you, maybe consider helping us out back. All right, cool. Let's get out of here. I'll be back next Sunday, 7 p.m. If I have changes again, I'll let you know. But I'm counting on next Sunday right now. All right, take care, be safe, go catch monsters, everybody.